Why does it mute? So stupid. Okay, so here I'm just gonna look for some models. Tim, you ask why? How do you find all these things? How do I find things? I'm gonna go to Yegi. This is one way. I go to Yegi, which is a kind of like the Google of 3D modeling. They search a bunch of different other websites to find models. They also have these categories, which is pretty nice. Let's say I wanted, cars or Lord of the Rings. You just click Lord of the Rings. It's going to take me to a bunch of things, models that are tagged or associated with Lord of the Rings. This is pretty slick. So if you want to find stuff that way, you can just keep on looking. I would typically come here if I want to find, let's do Ender 3v3 SE. That's all I got to search. And it's going to go through and look, and it's going to pull back a bunch of different files or models that are out there that also are tagged as Ender 3v3 SE. And then I can just come here and look and see if these are the kinds of things I want in my life. The nice thing is it will automatically just, when you click on it, it'll take you to that site in a separate tab, which is pretty cool. And then you can say, I've used this before. I really, really like it. I don't think there's a version of this for my 5015 blower fans that I have now. So I would have to try and figure out how to get it to work. But if you're still using the 4010s, this is a really good fan. I still have problems when I print this off and use it. Of course, I use PLA. I still have problems where when this gets hot, it will droop. So instead of being a nice tight 4 or 5 millimeters above the bed, it'll droop down and get too close for my liking. So that's one way. So if you're just searching for, I don't know, Easter eggs, then you can come in here and search, and then you just start looking for ones that you might want. Here's some bunnies. It's fine. Here's a Minecraft looking one. These are pretty cool. So you just click on it. Oops, those don't exist. That sucks. These are 1380 pounds. If you want those, you'd have to buy them. What's we got? That's kind of cool. Pretty cool to get. So anyway, I come here if I'm looking for things specifically. It'll give me a lot of results from lots of different places. But what I tend to do is like go to printables.com, and if I just want to see like, hey, what's everybody getting out there, so you can come here to their 3D models, select trending, and then this will show you the models that a lot of people are liking and downloading right now. And I come here from time to time, maybe, a couple times a week, just to see what's going on. This guy's got Ultimate Bolts and Nuts collection. If you want to 3D print nuts and bolts, these kit cards are becoming really popular, which is kind of cool to see. You print this out, and then give it to somebody, trick-or-treaters or birthday party favors or whatever, and then the kids get to break it all apart and assemble it, and then they have the thing. Those are pretty cool. I downloaded quite a few of those, but I just come here from time to time and just look to see what's new. I like this. Open this in a new tab. This is a cool idea. I have a ton of these hex Allen key things in the garage, and this would be just a fun little thing to have them. Looks like it's hollow and unscrew, so you can have several of these in your bag, your everyday carry or whatever. Just a nice little, it's probably not the most functionally robust thing. Like, I wouldn't be cranking hard on this, but if you just need to store some things and just have it, on you, that's pretty cool out, thing to print. So he's got different views. The nice thing about printables is you can come here to makes and comments, and this will show how other people have made it and used it. Looks like my tool's right there. It's just old. Right? He's made it in red and black, and here you go. He's got some parts in there. It's got some nice tips. So other people make it and show it off like, oh, I really like this. This is pretty cool. Another thing you can do is once I have this open in the details, you can scroll down to see other highlighted models from the creator or anything related to what you're kind of looking at. Here's another Hexbic screwdriver. Let's open up its own tab. Same concept, different design. That's cool. So if I want to see, oh, like this guy's pretty cool. He's got a everyday carry. I keep meaning to want to print one of these off. That's pretty cool. What else does this guy have? So we come in here and we click. So it doesn't have a whole lot, but it's kind of scattered all over the place. Let's go to makes. Oh, it's all his stuff. So he's got a coin catcher, practical coin storage. He's got the screwdriver thing he's made. Shower head holder. It's pretty slick. Hassle-free hat carrying clip. It's pretty nice. Looks like he's making his own keycaps. Wall mount practical toothbrush holder. These are pretty cool too. These everyday carry Swiss Army knife type key. Looks like he printed the keys for display, which is slick because somebody copying your keys. But I've thought about doing this. This is a pretty slick idea. Nobody's made his and posted it here anyway. Maybe he's had lots of downloads, but it looks pretty robust. Lots of different patterns that you could print this off. That's pretty cool. So he's got multiple print pieces. I like this because I don't like swapping out my color, my filament. So anytime I can find simple things, like I could print off 10 of these tops or one of each in that color and then have, 10 cores. Looks like you need a top part, a washer, a key, washer, bottom part. So lots of washers, but it's fine. Screw it all down. That's pretty slick. So anyway, found that. These are pretty cool. You can find these ratchet clamps at Home Depot or Menards or Lowe's or wherever you go. But here, just print your own. This one, I'm gonna like it. Let's open this in its own tab. I've thought about this because my wife goes to the chiropractor and they are super amazing people, and I thought it'd be fun to print this off and just kind of give it to them as like a thing that they could have up front for patients to grab pens out of, or whatever. It's pretty cool. I have downloaded it. You can like it so that you can come see it later. Makes and comments. Let's see who else has made this. I mean, yeah, you would want either white filament or a bone filament. Turned out pretty good. Yeah, you're going to need a ton of supports with this, but I think it'd be worth it. There's a bone. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Another thing you can do here once you create an account is you can come in and see, if you go to my profile, you can see all of the liked models that you've ever liked on this website. which is nice because sometimes in my browsing, I'm not at my computer, I'm on my phone. And so I'll just see something and then hit the like, and then I'll come back to it later. So here we've got Helldivers 2 ship. There's this guy's making modular lightsabers that you can just print off a bunch of pieces and kind of hodgepodge it together. I keep wanting to make this Pringles sleeve thing. It looks pretty smart. So you print it off, you just stick it in the can, and then you can pull your Pringles out and it has a top to it. That was pretty smart. I need to print that out at some point. Where were we? We're looking at my likes. So yeah, you just, you see stuff, you just add it to your like. Here's where I found my adjustable phone stand that I'm printing off right now. I'm printing off the right or the left side. I can't remember. I have everything else printed except for this side and that side. And then I need to fully assemble it, but I thought it'd be fun to print out. You can also create collections, which is pretty cool. So if I want to have, so if I go in here to profile my collections, I can see that I have, it'll tell you what this site specifically will show you: your liked models, your downloaded models, and then anything that you've made. So if I want to come in here to Factorio, I can find a bunch of prints on printables, and I've created, well, Satisfactory. But I can find all of the things in my collection that I've curated over time. So that's cool. Another thing you can do is, so I just come here from time to find trending 3D models, and you just kind of, you just scroll through here. Let's see what else we can find. Cable clips, that's pretty slick. This would be neat if I was making my own filament out of plastic bottles. You would want something like this. This person has designed and created the whole system that you just print off all the parts. Obviously, there's some metal components here that you'd have to go to the hardware store to get, but he's taking strips of plastic bottle, he's stripping it down, and he's reforming it into his own PETG or PLA or whatever filament that you can, and you just remelt it down. That's pretty slick. What else we got that we can find? This I downloaded this, but I haven't printed it off. That's just a really cool controller stand, I thought. You know, it's all honeycombed. You can, in the website, you can spin these around, see how it looks. It's going to take forever because it's a lot of layering, first of all, and then it's just lots of hexagonal, but it looks like it fits really well. However he meshed this product into his model looks like it does a really good job. But I've liked it, so I can always come find it. If you need a battery buddy, you can definitely make yourself a battery buddy. Somebody took the time to make this, and they had fun doing it. That's great. What else we got? This is a cool idea too. Nail tool, save your fingers. So it's basically just a little pincher. You put your nail in there, and then you can hold this instead of that. Sometimes you get those nails that are just too thin and short for my big fat fingers to get a handle around. That's pretty cool. Print in place pop-up catapult. Tim, there you go. Print this off for your kids in school. And then you can grab some rubber bands, and I like these print in places. They're just, you just print it and then it pops and unfolds and does its thing, and then you got the product. Those are pretty slick. What else we got? Shoes. I actually downloaded this. I know it's 100% stupid. But I do have some PLA material. I got a whole spool of black that I've only used to print like 20 round rubber grommets for a Cricut or a Cricut cutter. And I thought, maybe I'll print some shoes. That's hilarious. I wonder if anybody else, is there any prints for this? Make some comments. Have you printed these? 2 years ago, simply a remix of that shoe, or how to make size. You can find foot size samples files online. I don't see any pictures, but there's definitely a conversation going on about it. It's in 244 other collections. People have put it in. I have it in my, I think I have it in my collection too. I don't know, things to print. That's hilarious. What else we got? This looks pretty cool. I saw this the other day. I was like, oh, that's a little cute. This little spaceman to put on your desk or something. Toilet paper organizer tower. Yeah, my jam. Airless ping pong balls. Airless is the whole thing right now. So I just come in here and I'm just looking at everything to see what might catch my eye. If there's anything that I want to print. This right here is probably the best concept idea of a bed scraper. I actually printed this. I don't have the XL, but I have the regular, and I printed off like 20 of the blades because they're separate pieces, and it just the blades just lock in and out. They're easy to get in and out. And it is probably the smartest bed scraper tool that I have come across. And trust me, I've printed off many. This is just nice because when it gets dull, when the blade gets destroyed, I don't have to reshape or reprint the whole thing. I just go back into my slicer file or whatever, and I print another 10 or 40 of these blades, and it's a lot less wasteful. So this is pretty cool. And it's really nice too about these. You can either follow the creator, but it sometimes tells you where it was remixed from. This is from the original creator. So here's the original one. Same thing, just not as beefy and bulky. But this guy also, let's just follow him. 3D Michael, because he didn't just do the scraper, he built a containment system for a holder. It's just a box, but it's got a hook to hold the scraper, and then you can just stack it full of blades. And it's just, I love seeing people thinking outside of the box, so to speak. This is simple, elegant design that's not overly complicated, and is just, I think it's just amazing. Sorry, I'm just going too far into the weeds in that, but I love seeing people like this. Printables also has, if we go to their main page, they have contests, where they've got a couple of contests going on right now, where this one is geometric wall art. And here's another one for ergonomic workshop aids. And so if I want to go see that, I can go to the contest details. It tells me there's 83 entries so far for this. Was ergonomic workshop aids. So it could be anything. Somebody's making some clamps. Here's a Claire Embroiders Assistant to help with embroidering. Here's a Kirby hand fume extractor. There's just all kinds of stuff. So you just come through here, a Lazy Susan turntable with plates for mounting a vise. See, people are just thinking of, here's just an armrest. All these different amazing ideas that people are coming up with, and you might find something that you like. You can also see their previous contests, which is really fun to go look through. I've looked through one of these quite a bit. I can't find it right now. Here's a piggy banks, defrosting cars. So what you do is you come in here and let's try to find a good one that I might like. Drilling tools, that'd be good. Halloween door stoppers, replacement parts, car holders. I can't find anything. Let's just do office accessories. So this is finished. Here's your winners. Somebody made this whole warehouse system, and we can go look at that and see what that's all about. So you can see the different files that are associated with this. He's got 78 files associated with this design, and it looks like he's broken it up into different parts. He's got basic add-ons and the STEP files, which are the printing files, or the 3D model files, which is pretty cool. So you can just download that whole thing. This is really slick too. Somebody came up with this. It's a paper clip for your notebook, but it just holds, so you can hold your page and a pen, which I thought was really slick. I mean, I'm sure you could get it to print better, but like I said, the concept is just really great. So I like that they have these contests that kind of push the community to say, hey, let's think of something really, really interesting around this genre. And they had 1,001 entries, and you can go through here and look at these. just to see what, I mean, like I said, might just catch your eye. So anyway, lots of fun stuff. I'm going to keep going through this because this is my video. And let's see what else we can find. So here's another Xbox Stealth controller stand. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at that. So it's minimalistic. It's just this. It just holds it. Here's a rear view. Look at that. Super simple. Probably you're going to have to use some supports when you print it, which is fine. It's not the end of the world, but it just looks really slick. Here's some tree supports. And it's just super lightweight. Super lightweight. The Predator gauntlet with retractable wrist blades, if you want to print that off. Soap dish, scanning platforms. All kinds of stuff in here. Get yourself a print of ATST. You can print that. It's probably multiple parts. Yeah, so I come into Yegi and let's just do a phone stand. And let's see what kind of results we get from here. Now, some of these I really like. I saw some, and this is where you start getting some ideas. You're like, ooh, I like this design. You click it, it takes you to the Maker World file, and you can look at it. I like that it's one simple design, but has multiple angles. Personally, I don't like the small footprint. I would want something a little bit, for my taste, just a little bit beefier on the floor, so to speak. But I like the design. It's nice and simple, nice and tight. And, you know, maybe this is a thing I might want to download myself. You download it, the STL file. Of course, this guy, okay, he's got an STL file. You just download it, and then you pop that into Tinkercad or whatever CAD program that you use, and you can alter that as a remix. I really love the free community, and this one's pretty cool too. I saw this the other day. Same kind of phone design, but it's a little more industrial. Look, he's got a big one back here for his headphones. He took this design, he probably enlarged it or maybe made another version of it for his headphones. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. So some of these I would see, you know, I just look at and like, okay, is there anything? I love stuff like this. It's just super, super simple. Like, this is a phone stand. It doesn't need to be more than this for this creator. Your phone just sits there. I'm like, that's perfect. Like, this is the kind of thing you throw in your duffel bag if you're going to college or school, or you're commuting back and forth from the office and you just need something to sit there. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Lightweight. It doesn't need any supports to print. It's going to print on its side. And that is just outstanding work, in my opinion. Outstanding. So lots of people have just different ideas. I was in here earlier and I found one that I wanted to kind of take a look at a little bit further. There's actually a couple of them. This right here is another great example of something. It's free on 3D Cults, but you know, your phone stand, this is on a keychain. It's just nice and super simple. I just want something to have it there on the desk, the library, or wherever you are. But these kind of, you know, I like looking through here from time to time, just to give yourself some ideas. iDesk phone stand. This one looks like it's got a little more complications to it. Okay, so he's got the stand. This looks really slick. It's got the stand. It's a nice angle. It's probably got the mag because I don't see a foot for the phone. It's got the cable running through it. He's got a spot for his pens, or her, pens, business cards. And yep, it's got it fits one of those mag charger, wireless chargers. So you just pop your phone on it. It just hangs there. Cable comes down nice and slick, solid, beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. I don't have an iPhone, so I would never use this, but it's a great design. Wow. Next page. I'm trying to find the design I was looking at earlier. This is really smart. Something like this. If you have multiple phones or phones and tablets, you can just print off. It's super easy. Just print one of these off, and then you can store your junk, stuff like that. As soon as I see that, this one is, I think it's just another great idea of a multi-use, simple, elegant, bulky, easy to look at. It just holds your phone. It just holds your phone, and then it can also hold a tablet, or a tablet and a phone, right? Super simple, looks nice, not overly complex. Like I said, you can just download these, and you can just download them and print them off. And you can download them and tweak them. That's what I was trying to get at. I was trying to look and think at the same time, and that doesn't work every time. Here's another one I really liked. This just has a cool design to it. Same kind of concept. Nice, big, thick, chunky design. I like the diamond patterns here. Just hold your phone. That's all it needs to do. Now this is nice. And my first thought is, well, let's say I want to have it charged, because that's where it's going to sit forever. Trying to find that great example. Oh, here was one here. This one was pretty fun. It's a stethoscope. You know, I work in the healthcare industry, and it would be fun. It's a huge space suck, but what a fun novelty to just have that. And let's see, some people have made this. I saw that earlier. Somebody made it in purple. So, you know, is it gonna load? Maybe not. Like I said, it's just going to take up too much space on a receptionist or a desk or a doctor's desk. They don't have space for that. But what a fun concept. What a fun idea. I'm trying to find that one that I saw earlier. We're just looking. We're just screwing around. Like I said, here it is. This one, here's one of them I saw. This was just a great idea. Simple. It just does what it's supposed to. You can run your cables through it, and because that's when I first see a phone stand, this is what I look at. Well, can it take a charger? I have an Android. Is it going to take something a little bit longer? And it looks like he's raised this this seat up nice and high. And I was like, well, how's he got the cables coming through? It looks like a tunnel system. And sure enough, we can click 3D here and kind of look, and the developer, I keep saying he, but the developer looks like they've thought of everything. There's a little tunnel. You can run your cables from behind and up and under. So most people just have the one for their phone, but it gives you not 2D. It's got lots of space for your thing. So I thought that was really smart design, really slick. And look at this. Somebody's taking this, or has taken that concept, made it twice as wide for a tablet or multiple phones. Say I have multiple phones for work. I have a personal and a work phone. This would fit both of those really well. I think that's a really smart idea. This is the one I wanted to get to. I thought, what on earth is the phone next to Dogma? I was like, what on earth is this? And there's no images of it being used, so I don't even know what it is. But if you scroll down to, it's a remix from this idea. I was like, okay, it's an attachment that sits on your laptop, and then you just put your phone in it. I'm like, okay, well, that's really smart. That's a really smart idea. That somebody's thought of that. And apparently this guy took that concept and went above and beyond for a multi-print fun little design. So yeah, just lots of airless. There was that news a couple weeks ago about somebody's now making airless basketballs, and the community went nuts. That's why there's airless ping pong balls. All this airless stuff. It's just silly, fun. So yeah, sometimes I would take Tim. This is the best phone stand out there, period. You're not going to find anything better than this. That's what it says. The best phone stand out there. And I saw that and I was kind of like, it's got some good ideas. It looks like it's a multi-piece print, but is fully adjustable. He didn't make it. So, oh, here's one. So it looks like if we zoom in, I can. Looks like it's 3 parts. It's got a base, a back angle with latches, so you can adjust the angle of your phone or tablet, and then it's just has the main base. I thought that was pretty smart. It was pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, this is, you just go down the rabbit hole. You just look at this. Do I want a Bulbasaur? Might. I might want that in my life. I might like that. What is going on? So you can print out the Bulbasaur. So anyway, it's just a Yegi is a really nice place if you're just looking for phone stands. There you go. If you're looking for something else, what might you like in your life? Let's look at KitKard. Like I said, these are becoming really popular. A lot of people, there was one of the, I think Maker World had a contest for KitKards, and the community just went nuts. So here you can make yourself a little Millennium Falcon with all the little parts, landing gear. Looks like it comes on a kit, maybe. I don't know. Oh, it's just a landing gear for the Millennium Falcon. There's an elephant. There's a calendar. There's a KitKard emergency bolt and nut. And sometimes you might have an emergency for that. I don't know. Just throw it in your wallet. See what else do we got here. I downloaded this, but I haven't printed it yet. It's a phone. I don't know why I don't know why I'm so into phone stands. They're simple, but it prints as a card, and then you just fold it and bang, there you go. It's holding your phone. Again, something simple. You download it, you print off 20, you have a stack of them, you give them to friends, you throw 5 in your laptop bag or wherever, put 1 in your wallet. So if you're out and about someplace and you just need a quick, I forgot a stand, or I just want this out where I can see stuff, you got it going right there. I mean, it's not the greatest thing, but it does what it's supposed to. Your phone. So anyway, that's pretty cool. But yeah, these KitKards are really fun to look at. I got kinds of airplanes, nativity. Here's a Millennium Falcon card kit. There's a bunch for Minecraft too. I went through one day and just downloaded probably 100 different KitKards just for funsies to have, because they don't take up too much space. But I was like, maybe someday. I have nieces and nephews. Maybe my wife will want this. Maybe somebody in your life needs this on the tree because they're a Star Wars fan and they love Christmas. You just never know. You just never know. Bicycles, anti-gravity. Here's a cat. Some trucks. Another thing, I use this a lot too. So I have a nephew that he loves his model trains. So if I type in HO scale train, I'm going to come up with lots of different models for that. I've downloaded and printed this off, which is just a flat car. That worked out really well. I found this pile of junk and printed that off and sent it to him. I didn't paint it. It was all, I think, black or gray. If he wants to paint it, he can paint it. So he can put that chunk on the flatbed and have his little train system running around. There's all kinds of stuff out here. There's lots of buildings. I printed this off and sent it to him. Yeah. This car, he can get his own sticks. The car, I've got model prints for the trucks and the wheels, axles, all that stuff. So if you're looking for something specific, you can, I've downloaded this. Is pretty cool because it's just a hopper car, but it's hollow and it fits, or this one might come with, one of them comes with some little trays that sit on the top that look like, this will just sit on top of that and look like, the wood and the coal. There might be two versions of the coal. Yeah, there's chunk coal. And then there's a little bit smoother piles of the coal. So you have any images of it from the top? No. But it's really detailed. The person who made this really went above and beyond. Doesn't look like there's any, I'm not really big on Cole's 3D. If you need some time to train stuff. So if you're looking for something real specific, like HO scale trains, Yegi's your best place to go for stuff like that. Just because it has a more robust search engine for that kind of thing. So anyway, that's what I do. I just sit here. Let's go to Maker World. They have contests as well. You just come on the featured models. I downloaded this because this looked really cool, which is a little desktop caddy. These spin, but you can put in all your pins. This is, makeup or whatever, but I saw somebody else showcasing this with all the different parts that they have for their modeling. See if we can find a good example of what I'm talking about. Probably not. Most of these are just used for bathroom. Here you go. Oh, Band-Aids. Make 10 of these, put them in a closet. There's a storage system. Somebody had all of their paintbrushes and files, pliers, and all kinds of stuff in that. And I thought, oh, that's pretty slick. Let me grab that. You just browse. You just browse. This is kind of okay. Just print off your own parts then. I don't need, oh, it's huge. Oh, it's huge. That's like a month worth of printing. And he's showing it next to babies, but yeah, that's massive. What else we got? Fidgets. There's always a fidget. Those are always out there. Look at this tractor. I might print this off. I've been playing so much Farmville. And you'll see the same print from place to place or on different sites. I have an account on all these and I've uploaded the models that I've made to these places so that other people can have access to them. But that looks pretty slick. It's not the print. It must be generated in the Fusion 360 software or whatever. It's all STL files. There's 14 files to print off. So yeah, I have on my account, I've made a couple of things. Here's my desiccant beads tube that I designed myself from scratch so that it can hold my desiccant beads inside my cereal dryer boxes, printer punch off. So I made that in Tinkercad And I took the STL file and just said, hey, let's upload this for other people to use and they can use it. Here's my shampoo bottle holders for my wife. These bottles, when they get empty, don't just sit neatly. They're always falling over. And I'm like, this is the dumbest thing. Well, let me just make this. I started with like a half orb with a hole in it. And then I thought we can make something prettier and just give it some designs, print it off in our blue green silk filament and just had some fun with it. But yeah, you can do that too. Anyway, that's how I find models. Where's the other one? Maker World. We were just there. Just say, all right, what's your featured? And they have contests too. If we go up here to contests, we can see what's going on. Filament Purge. What? Filament Purge Design Contest. 174 entries. What is Filament Purge? Contest details. Many of you typically discard filament purges after completing multicolored projects. Okay. While this practice ensures exceptional multicolor print quality for our products, it does not generate some unavoidable waste. Therefore, in this contest, we welcome our designers to integrate filament purges into their entries, whether you choose to utilize the purge directly for art and craft projects, recycle them according to your own methods. Okay. 174 entries. What do we got here? Somebody's just filament waste grabber. Okay, so they just made some tongs out of some leftover crap filament, and okay, we'll use that. Hairy caterpillar. I just made a loofah the other day. This is pretty cute. If your print goes bad, you can just stick it on this caterpillar you print out. Just stuff it in there. That's adorable. That's fun. What else we got? What else we got? A1. A lot of poop dispensers. When I talk about poop dispensers, the A1, when it changes filament, comes to the side, discards whatever it's trying to get rid of, filament, and I'm going to need white for the next layer, and so it'll discard a orange white glob. So they call it poop. There's just a lot of those kinds of models out there. I don't have that. Here you go, just a skull poop. Just print you off a little skull and put your little poops in there. It's fun. Here you go. Here's a dumpster, Tim. I think you have this one printed off. Anyway, this recording is going. I don't even know how long it's been going, because 43 minutes. Okay. But that's how I search. Just, what's the contest? Is there anything in there that I might like? Is there anything in there just come and search. While you're sitting on the couch and your wife's watching a show that you're really not interested in at the moment, or kids are playing video games, you can just come in here and search for stuff. Monopoly poker chip set, if you want to print that off. What is this? Milwaukee. Okay, there's rechargeable tools, batteries, get you a funnel. Bears, articulated bears. Okay. Here you go, get some turtles. This is pretty cool. I saw this the other day. They're just so cute. They're so cute. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Their legs are springy. But anyway, look at his head's poked out or poked in. Fun stuff, stocking stuffers, all kinds of things. Here's a Joy-Con controller grip for your Switch. I'm always looking for stackable bins, things that I can actually use instead of going to the grocery store, buying a bunch of these bag clips and just print a bunch off myself. Trucks, if you want, there's just all kinds of stuff in here. Ooh, that's cool. Here's a magnetic calendar. So you just print off the parts. It's kind of cool. Anyway, you ask how I find stuff. This is how I find it. I just sit here and just look. Here's another scraper. I don't like it. Get out. Here's some more phone chargers or stands. Some art pieces for your house. Sometimes it's not all about functionality and playing around. Sometimes it's like, I got this cool filament. What do I do with it? Oh, these are pretty, just, pieces to have at the house, to stand in there, kind of spruce the place up. That's pretty cool. Just all kinds of stuff. Here's some more super simple phone stands. Storage bins. I find a lot of these for my wife because she's got a bunch of succulents. That's her thing right now. And so she's got lots of little tiny succulents. And these self-watering things are really nice to have. I've printed off several different kinds of self-watering succulent plant holders. Here's a different kind of phone stand, tablet stand, whatever. Let's say you're into, here's some carabiners. That's pretty cool. New strong carabiners. Say I just need, I always have a carabiner for my car keys, so I can just stick it right there. This is a 2-part print, which I absolutely love. I might have to. Where's the like? There we go. It's like that. Now, when you're on Maker World, a lot of times I go to view files, and if they don't just straight have the STL files for me to download, a lot of times I'll bypass it. The other way around that is you have to open this up in Bamboo Labs software, and then from there export the STL files. It's a little frustrating. It's not the end of the world, but it'd be nice if I could just download, whoever uploaded this would just have the STLs as in addition to, but I get it. They just upload it to the Bamboo cloud or whatever. So anyway, this is where I go. Just looking at stuff. Chess sets, under desk drawers. Here's some Leaning Tower of Pizza modular phone things. Here's some battery storage. Those are really popular. I don't know who has so many batteries that you need special storage for it. I don't get it. So I don't know. I'm weird. These are kind of fun here. These business card embossers. You run your business card through it and it kind of embosses it. Makes it fun. Mini Cannibal card kit, tread clicker fidget. Here's some nice dragon mugs. So yeah, you just come through NASA fabric. That's pretty cool to print out. I haven't done it yet, but I've seen lots of people print that. But you just come through here and you look and you're like, all right, what piques my interest? Get yourself a lizard. Get you these super toroidal MIT fans that are supposed to be super awesome. Just all kinds of stuff. I have this. Oh, this is so nice. This guy, the person who made this. Oh, this isn't my exact. It is. Yeah, because I saw it in all white and I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. And I printed it off for my controller that I use for PC. Super slick. Why does it not show me that picture? And here he talks about the process that he went through to how he scanned it. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? Oh, I didn't think about using my marble filament. Super cool. So anyway, I'll stop, but that's this is where I go. Or you asked how do you find all these things? I just sit here and I look. I saw this the other day, and I have 6 monitors here on my computer, and I thought, you know what? I really should print these off. It's just a monitor stand. It just sits back there, nice and lightweight, easy to use, obviously you don't want to put books on here, but a couple of plants, your glasses, other things you've printed off. You know, just have it there. Your monitor could probably fit, I don't know, depending on how big you make this, several of them. So I'm actually gonna like that. I need to keep that on my mind. Here you go. He does have a book. This dude's crazy. Oh, he's probably just showing how strong they are. Anyway, see, I just got a new idea. I'm just screwing around and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make some of those. So let's do monitor. Let's go back to Yegi. Yegi. And do monitor stand. Is that what I want? Let's see what happens. A lot of these are actual stands for monitors. What does this guy call it? Oh, shoot, I lost it. I go back. There we go. He's calling it a monitor shelf. There we go. Monitor. This makes more sense because that's what it is. It's a shelf you put on your monitor. Okay, so here's some different ideas. We got this one on sale. So it tells you it's for sale. So I'm out right away. Not seeing a ton of designs as I glance over and peruse. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Here's one. Nice and simple. I mean, if I have something nice and big to put there, I would definitely use that, but it's not really as good as this one. In fact, let's look at these models. Let's just download them. Puts them in, it zips it up, puts it into a folder in my downloads box. Now I've got that, and if I wanted to, I can, I can tweak that however I want. Seeing more stuff about monitor shelves than I am actual, or monitor stands than I am shelves. This one's pretty good, nice and flat. A couple of parts to it. It's got one arm. I don't really like that for stability reasons, but that's all right. They're out there trying. Next page of Yegi. Anyway, yeah, this is how I find the things I find. Here's the one we just downloaded. Here's a different one on Thingiverse. Oh, it's for like a CRTV. I don't. New technology meshed with the old technology. Here you go. Here's a different idea. Somebody's thinking outside of the shelf. This is a clip-on that goes on the front. I would assume this might be monitor specific. I would be shocked if this was like a universal, because I have 6 monitors. Guess how many of them are identical? Not a one. And so that would not fit with all of my things. Nobody's remixed it. That's fine. That's fine. But I do have, here's a clamp on shelf. Look at that. I do have 4 of my monitors are on pylons or on posts. So that would be fun to have. Just an extra thing. I'm going to download that. It's got 2 parts and the project file. Let's just download them all. That's cool. Anyway, I'll stop there. But yeah, that's how I find stuff. I just sit and look. And sometimes I'll just go to Yegi. Because every time you go to Yegi, these categories will change every time. So I got motorcycles, Star Wars, keychains, Dune, and chess, some action figures. If I hit Yegi again, now I got Batman Dice Towers, free G-code files. I've actually printed this type of thing off a couple times. Here's some masks, So sometimes I'll just come in here and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Just something new and fresh. What do you got for me? Hit me, baby. One more time. So yeah, it's an addiction for sure. You just come, here's Nintendo, Godzilla. I can't right now with Godzilla. I had too much other things. Here's a whole thing on Easter eggs. Here's dinosaurs. So yeah, that's how you do it, man. That's how you find stuff. Too many things.